just wanted to comment on another article I saw. This one I felt was completely hilarious. I was actually laughing last night when I read it. It was pretty funny. So, Russia is boasting about their Su-35 for humiliating and outmaneuvering an F-15 pilot who had to get saved when a fellow, U.S. pilot, when a fellow Japanese pilot in an F-15 came up to give him some relief. They kind of apparently professionally tail each other and stuff. Just apparently it's pretty common, but as long as it's safe, they don't really report on it or anything. I have no problem with that per se. It seems like a mutually acceptable thing. What I find hilarious is how proud Russia is of a fairly pathetic plane. And here, let me demonstrate the problem here with Russia thinking that they're so cool for outmaneuvering an F-15. My grandpa's last project for McDonnell Douglas was to design and sell the F-15 to the United States. He developed it in the 60s. It first saw service in 1972. It is now used in almost every country in the world today. I mean, the hardware's been outdated a little bit. They've upgraded all the technology inside or whatever, but the base plane is the same. It's an F-15. It's a solid plane. It's an amazing plane. The Su-35, oh, by the way, that one cost $28 to $30 million. The Su-35 was longer to develop, only just now came into service in 2014, cost $60 to $65 million a piece. So you mean to tell me that you're so proud of yourself because you built a plane that took longer to develop, 42 years to come up with the concept of in the first place, cost twice as much, if not more, to manufacture, and you can barely outperform the F-15. Everything you read on the F-15 and the Su-35 are very close in specs. The Su-35 has a slight advantage. I'm sorry, but for 42 years until you came along, we must have just been dominating the sky with these things. What's it like to be a country that's so pathetic that it takes you nearly half a century to develop a fighter jet to counter something we came up with in Vietnam? I mean, seriously? Technically, it was pre-Vietnam when we came up with it. That's pretty embarrassing. I'm just throwing that out there. Just food for thought. So anyways, you see in the articles of how scary Russia's military is, remember that Russia is a tool, and it's actually quite hilarious. Quite hilarious. I don't believe their hypersonic weapons exist, because stories like this they use, which is very common, by the way, to raise morale among the troops of, well, we're superior. It's like, well, not really. It'd be interesting to see how they rank up to an F-35. Just saying, that'd be cool. Anyway, that's all I got on this article. Just thought I'd throw some enlightenment out there. Their stuff is crap. I'm not worried about it at all.